I went to another company called Accenture, which is a tech consulting company. And I actually got to create some of their new graduate programs from scratch, so strategy consulting as well as some other specialist consulting areas. And I absolutely loved it. I was really enjoying this role until I got the call from UTS that they had a new role, a career coach for the business school, something I'd always wanted to do. And so I packed up my stuff in London, moved back to Sydney, and here I am. Joined you guys in about October last year. The point of this story, to go back to follow your passion, is that passion isn't a plan. As you can see from my example, I wasn't specifically passionate about banking or accounting or any of the industries I was working in, but I started to figure out what my strengths were and what made me happy at work. And I went with my gut feeling. If something I wasn't being developed or I wasn't feeling like this was right for me anymore, I moved on. So it wasn't specifically I was following my passion, I was just following my gut instinct and my strengths. So the 3 reasons I don't like the career advice follow your passion is, it's just a feeling. An interest or a passion is just a feeling, and feelings change. What you were passionate about last year or when you were 5 years old has changed, and it's likely to change throughout your whole career. And as the research has shown, job satisfaction and happiness comes more from the person that you get to be, not necessarily the job that you're doing. And if you focus on your strengths and skills, you're more likely to be happy in what you're doing. So the career advice that I would give students, rather than follow your passion, is do something valuable. If we look back at Steve Jobs, so we watched the video at the start of this lecture, and Steve Jobs was saying, follow your passion, and that's how I interpreted the advice that he was giving. However, if you look back at Steve Jobs' career, 1 year before he started Apple, Jobs got fired from a technology startup company. He got fired because, wait for it, lack of interest and motivation in technology. So Jobs wasn't interested and motivated by technology as a whole. Actually, in his final year, before he passed away, he gave new career advice. And he talked about how he was actually motivated and interested and saw that computers could change the way people lived, and he wanted to be part of this transformation. And the new advice that he gave, I'm going to read it in full for you. So I think it's quite nice. Do something that genuinely, nope, that's not his advice. Don't just follow your passion, but something larger than yourself. You've got to put something back into the flow of history that's going to help your community, help other people, so that 20, 30, 40 years from now, people will say, this person didn't just have a passion, he cared about making something that other people could benefit from. So just maybe when you're considering how to make your career plan and what it is that you want to do with your life, maybe consider this advice and think about doing something that genuinely helps other people and makes a difference in the world. So everybody quickly just stand up. I'm just re-waking you up because this room is freezing cold. And so we'll get you to stand up and sit down a few times today. Awesome. No, just sit back down. That was the last thing we do. So I said today will be more interactive. We've got a few activities you're going to do with pairs and on your own as well. So if you've brought pen and paper, that's great. If not, you can use your smartphone to kind of take notes as well. So I mentioned that I was given this role last October. And when I was first starting in the role, it was essentially do whatever you can to get students thinking about their career before they graduate. And I was like, oh my gosh, how do you even do that? How do you get someone in their first year or their second year or even a year before they graduate to start planning their career? And my first thought was around human sacrifice. So I'll share this thought with you.
When you're back, give me your wallet. Raymond KSL, 1320 Southeast Fanning, Apartment A. Small cramped basement apartment, Raymond. How did you know? Because they give shitty basement apartments notices to the members.